Ethan woke up a little earlier than usual that morning. For a moment, he didn't move. He just lay there, looking at the ceiling, trying to remember why he felt different today. Then it came to him. Today was his interview. He slowly reached for his phone and checked the time. 6:47 a.m. He still had time, but his mind was already awake. He sat up and took a quiet breath. There was a light feeling of nervousness right in his chest, not too strong, but enough to make him uncomfortable. He got out of bed and walked toward the kitchen. The house was calm. His mother was preparing tea, and his father was sitting quietly, scrolling through his phone. "Good morning," his mother said, softly. "Morning," Ethan replied. His voice sounded normal, but inside, he felt different. "You're up early today," his father said. "Yeah, I have the interview." His father nodded slowly. "You'll do fine. Just be clear." Ethan gave a small nod, but didn't say anything more. He took a cup of tea and stood near the window. Outside, the street was waking up. A few people were walking, a shop was opening, someone was calling out for tea. Everything looked normal, but for Ethan, the day felt important. He tried to drink slowly, but his thoughts kept coming back. What if he forgot something? What if he couldn't answer properly? He didn't like these thoughts, but they stayed. After a few minutes, he went back to his room. He opened his wardrobe and just stood there. Choosing a shirt suddenly felt difficult. He picked one, looked at it, then put it back. He picked another. This time, he wore it. He stood in front of the mirror. For a few seconds, he just looked at himself. Then he tried to speak. "My name is Ethan." He stopped. It didn't feel right. He tried again, changed a few words. Still, something felt off. He let out a quiet sigh. Maybe he was thinking too much. He stepped back and looked again. "Just speak simply," he said, under his breath. That felt better. Not perfect, but better. After getting ready, he picked up his bag and walked toward the door. "I'm leaving," he said. "Eat something outside," his mother replied. "I will," he said, though he wasn't sure. He stepped out. The morning air felt cool and fresh. As he walked to the bus stop, he noticed small things. A man buying coffee, a child running behind his mother, a dog sitting quietly near a shop. These small moments made him feel a little calmer. When the bus arrived, he got in and sat near the window. He didn't take out his phone. This time, he just looked outside. The city was moving, as always. Cars, people, signals, noise. Everything felt normal. And slowly, his thoughts became quieter. He realized something simple. The day didn't have to be perfect. He just had to show up and try. When he reached his stop, he got down and stood there for a moment. The office building was in front of him. Not too big, not too small, just another place. But today, it meant something more. He adjusted his shirt and walked inside. The reception area was quiet. A woman looked up. "Interview?" she asked. "Yes," Ethan replied. "Please take a seat." He nodded and sat down. There were a few others waiting. No one was really talking. Everyone was inside their own thoughts. Ethan sat quietly. He didn't rehearse anything. He just let himself be. After a few minutes, his breathing became steady. The nervousness was still there, but softer now, easier to manage. Then a door opened. Someone walked out, and a voice called his name. "Ethan?" He looked up. For a second, everything felt still. Then he stood up. He walked toward the door, slow but steady. He entered the room. Two people were sitting across the table. They looked at him and smiled. "Good morning," one of them said. Ethan took a small breath. "Good morning," he replied. He sat down. There was a short pause. Then the question came. "Tell me about yourself." Ethan didn't rush. He didn't search for perfect words. He just started. "My name is Ethan." His voice was not perfect, but it was clear, and more importantly, it was real. As he continued, something changed. The fear didn't disappear, but it didn't control him anymore. He was still nervous, but he was present, speaking, trying, moving forward. And in that moment, he understood something. Confidence doesn't come before we start. It comes while we continue, and sometimes that is enough.